Well, that lasted long. Mandatory it is. 24 hours. Boris and Gove playing ping pong. So it's in shops. I'm not going to wear a mask, to be pretty clear of it. I'm just not wearing a mask. If it was no effect on my health, potential, coughing on, all right, I might be able to get on board of that for a small period of time. It's affecting my health, you've got no chance. You've got away with your nonsense. As well as all the psychological aspects and everything else are good with that, not wanting us to talk to each other or anything else. But yeah, so the virus apparently is not going to be in shops until the 24th or something of July, whenever that is. It's not going to be in the shops till then, so we're alright. Apparently it's attacking retail establishments on that date, so get prepared for that one as well. And they're going back to extortion. £100 fines. Okay, so you're going to wait for people in the store to essentially have to keep you there until the police turn up, and then they're being enforced with new powers to give people fines up to £100 for not wearing something that could damage their health, which has been proven multiple times by numerous people. That's why there's no studies supporting mask wearing, and you look at the studies which say they do, and they quickly fall apart under any scrutiny, because there's no doctor worth his weight in gold who's going to put his name to something he knows this is a lie. It's very simple. And you've got Chris Whitty as well. See that come out? He's moving roles. So I think he's chief medical officer, something along those lines at the moment. One of the heads. Also given tens of millions by Gates, if I'm not mistaken, under the Gates Foundation. He's now WHO, moving to one of their senior roles. It's another coincidence. Joining the rest of the clan, Tedros, the man who covered up cholera 3 times in his native country, and then tried to appoint Robert Mugabe as a good ambassador. Good ambassador. These are the people we're dealing with. I mean, you can't write this. The psychopathy going on in these people is just unreal. They have to play it as coy and as nice as they come across, because they can't let a little glimmer in, because there's so much evil under the surface. It's unpalatable for most people who've not already got a head start on this stuff to ever accept it's true. It's just so far-fetched. And you've got Neil Ferguson's come back as well, Professor Lockdown, or Professor Pratt as I like to call him, the man who accidentally gave 12 times too many, an overestimation by 12 times for the original lockdown figure. Was it 500,000, I think, just over for UK, 2 or 2.2 million for the US, by doing the analysis of the cruise ship and the Wuhan lockdown, which were over periods of time which were about a month. So comparing total deaths over a period of time with that, you should have done it over a month, which you divide the amounts, which are annual deaths he's calculated, you should have divided that by 12. Nil. You epidemiologist, you man of brilliance, you complete and utter moron. Thanks for ruining our world. Which he retracted to 20,000 after, what was that, a day after lockdown? About 3 days after we downclassed it to a non-high infectious disease from that classification, all before lockdown, which coincidentally, since lockdown, day before, deaths rocketed. Lockdown stopped, we're stabling off again. But he's back anyway. Michael Levitt shown that piece with the overestimation by 12 times. Professor Michael, he did a brilliant, or MD Michael Levitt, did a brilliant piece on it. Just going into the finer details of it. Is anyone going to answer this? I think that was back in April he did that. So that's been well established. But he's back with more figures anyway. Was he given 120,000 or something? I mean, you can't write this stuff. The guys should not be allowed anywhere near a microphone ever again. Should not be allowed to advise anyone on anything ever again. That includes where a child would put his Lego after he played with it. You cannot trust this man with anything. He just needs to just go away somewhere where no one can put any physical harm onto him. I don't want to see that on anybody, but just go away somewhere. No one has to listen to your utter shite ever again. You complete moron. I can't repeat that statement enough. I like it to be true, but you're not. You're just a fucking liar. That's what it comes down to. And you're in Mr. Gates' pocket. You knew what the plan was. Create the lockdown, the panic, and the fear of those estimations to bring about the lockdown, and then we're away. The ships are sailing from that point, wasn't it, Neil? They're getting rid of Dan Hicks off YouTube as well. Sorry, I'm in a bit angry mood today. I don't like swearing, I'll say that. It comes out now and again, because this is so utterly ridiculous that I really... You're losing faith a little bit sometimes with just people. I mean... But they're getting rid of Dan Hicks anyway, he's gone. It's like 200,000 subscribers. No explanation. No crime committed. Just an opinion. Just an opinion that many people want to hear. Well, you can't hear that opinion anymore. We don't want you to hear that. Gone. Lifetime of work. YouTube. I've taken people like that out, who's not even what you consider even... He's big in the alternative, but he's not an Ike or a Max Egan. He's not on that kind of level, to my knowledge. But to take him out without any... I mean... Just forget it. I mean, that was nothing on there, really, unless you're someone like me who's doing small, where you're just under the radar, and you probably get to a certain point, and that'll be gone soon as well. But that's where we're at. And while people continue to justify anything that they're doing now in terms of masks, I mean, I'm not even going to engage with some people in conversation. If you're trying to justify bringing in mandatory masks at this point, which will not stop, let's be clear about that. They're going to lead on. It's not going to stop there. And where it's going to go is where you're going to allow it to go. And your worst nightmare, whatever that would be, you better quickly realise that will be an everyday reality until you come round to what's going on here. And that's not me trying to blow smoke up this or anything. I wish I was wrong. I really do. But I've not been wrong in my thoughts since March. Well before that, as soon as it kicked off. But it's not going to stop there. They don't want us talking, they want us sick. So that means not allowing us to talk and making us wear a mask at all times, which if they can somehow through technology enforce that, then that's not going to be something they wouldn't do. The only thing that stops them doing that is people saying we're not doing it. So we're not doing it. They can't make people do it. Don't go in the stores. If you're in a position that you need to wear a mask and you don't want to wear one, because you can do whatever you want. I'm not going to tell you or anyone else, do you want to wear a mask? You wear a mask. It's your decision. Don't tell me to wear one based on your ignorance of not understanding the consequences of wearing that, what it represents and everything else. But if you want to wear one, you go ahead and wear one. But if you're in a position you have to wear one, well, just take the piss. Cut the mouth out. Put Covid1984 on it. Do whatever you want to do to make as much attention to you, and that's absolute bullshit what they're doing. So, alright, you want to make me do it, it comes with consequence. I'm going to wake as many people up as I can when I'm doing it. If you haven't got to wear one, it's not compulsory, so it's not a workplace, which won't be far, that'll be round the corner, then I'd suggest on that one, don't wear one, don't go in the place. Shops ask you to wear it, explain to them, be calm. There's no need to be... The science is behind this. There's no science to back up masks. Anyone that tells you there isn't, they've not read the document that they're claiming does that. Because it doesn't. There's no science. That's why there's no doctors coming out saying this, other than, oh well, it can stop someone else, but it won't stop it on you. It's very scientific of a doctor to give me that advice. Can you do something to help me, please? What do I need to do to help me from this virus? Don't worry about helping other people. They can help themselves, surely. Everything's got about everyone else all of a sudden. Don't worry about yourself. To close your business, to stop other people getting a virus that doesn't exist and never been proven, that's absolute fact, needs to be repeated. But stop other people getting it. But in the meantime, your family, your kids, your reliance now have to go permanently, in some cases, hungry, starve, which takes years off your life, takes away many aspects of your health, your accessibility to the health, extra finance, and everything else, better diet. They've got to suffer because I'm supposed to protect someone else that could catch a virus that doesn't exist. Love you all. Take it steady.